Welcome to the Explainer. India's internet market, it's a total battlefield right now. And today, we're diving into the game plan of a real heavyweight, GTPL Hathway. They're a giant in the wired world, but now they've got to defend their turf from a whole new wave of wireless rivals. So let's get right into it. Okay, let's kick things off with just one number. But wow, it's a big one. 9.5 million. That's the number of households plugged into GTPL's digital table TV. I mean, to put that into perspective for you, that's more people than the entire population of Switzerland. It just goes to show you we're talking about a real giant in the Indian market here. But that huge number, it's really only half the story. See, GTPL's dominance isn't just about cable TV. It comes from what you could call a powerful 1-2 punch in the whole connectivity game.
All right, so here you can see the whole shebang. They are, get this, India's largest multi-system operator, or MSO. And what that really means is they're kind of the main hub, the big supplier of cable TV signals to all the smaller local guys. But that's not all. On top of that, they've got this massive broadband network that could potentially reach almost 6 million homes. And the way they do it all? Through this incredible web of more than 48,000 local partners. And as you can imagine, all of this, it really adds up. So while cable and broadband are definitely their star players, their total revenue for just this one quarter was nearly 9.65 billion rupees. But here's what's really interesting. Look at how that income is split. Over half of it, a whopping 55%, comes from things other than just direct subscriptions. That's some serious diversification. But here's the thing. Even when you're a giant, the market can throw you a few curveballs. And when you look at their latest numbers, well, you start to see a few cracks appearing in that fortress. Yeah, for the first time in a hot minute, the company actually saw its subscriber and revenue numbers dip in a quarter. Now, what did management say? Well, they pretty much blamed it on a perfect storm. You had aggressive new competitors jumping into the ring, you had some really heavy monsoon rains that messed with sales, and there was a lull in big sporting events after the huge IPL cricket season wrapped up. So how is management spinning this? Well, they're framing it as a temporary setback, right? Not some kind of permanent slide. Their message is really, really clear. Look, yeah, the pressure from our rivals is intense, but we are holding our ground. We are not losing our core customers. So that brings us to the big question, right? How does a market leader like this fight back when the competition heats up? Well, GTPL has an answer, and it's a three-part counterattack. It's all about defending their turf, while at the same time expanding their reach across the entire country. Okay, so here's the roadmap. It's built on three really important moves. First up, launch new tech. They need something that gives them that all-India footprint. Second, bundle everything together. We're talking cable, broadband, streaming, even gaming. Basically make their service so valuable that you'd never want to leave. And third, and this is a big one, expand, expand, expand. Push into new places and really lock down the markets where they're already strong. Now, that first point, the new tech, is absolutely crucial. The key to their whole expansion plan is something called Headend in the Sky, or HITS. So what is it? Just think of it like a giant satellite shortcut. It lets them beam their services to pretty much anywhere in the country, instantly. This is a game changer because it means they can become a true pan-India player without having to spend ages laying miles and miles of physical cable on the ground. And this right here, this brings us to the real heart of the matter. We're talking about the core tension in the entire Indian market today. It's this epic battle for the next 100 million internet users. The big question is, how are they all going to get online? Yeah, it really all boils down to one huge question, and it's one that everyone is asking, from investors all the way down to you and me. What is the future of home internet going to be? Is it going to be the tried and true reliability of a physical wire coming into your house? Or is it going to be the convenience of all these new wireless options popping up? Well, if you ask GTPL's management, they have a very clear answer. They are all in on their wired fiber to the home. They call it proven technology worldwide. And as for all the new wireless stuff like air fiber, they're basically saying that the initial hype, they even use the word euphoria, is starting to fade. That now that it's out there, people are seeing how it really performs, and things are settling down. And you have to understand, this is so much more than just a tech debate. No, this is a fight for an absolutely massive prize. Just look at these numbers. It's kind of staggering. Out of 350 million households in India, only 44 million have a wired broadband connection. I mean, that's just a tiny fraction.
What that leaves is this enormous untapped market, hundreds of millions of homes that everybody is fighting tooth and nail to connect. And this quote from management, it really tells you everything about their focus. See, for GTPL, the biggest prize isn't just about stealing customers from their rivals. Not at all. It's about reaching what they call the TV dark area. That's 130 million homes that don't even have a television yet. And that new satellite tech we talked about, it's designed specifically to get to those places and get there first. So there you have it. GTPL is playing both defense and offense. They're defending their home turf with their proven fiber tech, while at the same time launching a nationwide counterattack with their new satellite tech. The plan is set, the strategy is clear. But it really leaves us with one big final thought, doesn't it? In this incredibly fast-moving, high-stakes war for India's internet, is any victory ever truly final?